Guys all hear me now? My bad. My bad, AK Crypto. Yo, good morning, Isabel, Jaguar. Can't hear you, Savage? You can hear me now, right? Yeah. Sometimes what happens is my settings on my Streamlabs just randomly changes my output or my input. Good morning, Scotty. Oh, what do you know? We had two sell signals in a row last 2 months on Walmart. Two. One, two. One. See if this matches. I'm not match. That's kind of crazy. 2 in a row, fam. This is gonna be a great stream, even though I'm crippled. I threw my back out this morning. I'm really surprised they even got here. But I'm glad I did. Like Bitcoin. Yep. All right. All right. Yo, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Seeing a little bit of a bounce across crypto. We'll get to Bitcoin in a second. I don't want to harp too much on the monthly yet, but we're gonna talk about how Walmart had just got destroyed by earnings. And Walmart, you know, is if you're not sure, Walmart is a good tell for the economy. So like AK Crypto, I don't know, man. There's other people out there. You just gotta find them. There's a bunch of people on my feed just ripping that guy a new one. Anyways, so anyways, Walmart, you know, again, as I said, Walmart is kind of a real true tale of the economy, in my opinion. It is a discount store in the States. I think they might be even global, but as you can see here, that they did not have good earnings, and because they didn't have good earnings, it suggests that retail consumer spending is going down, fam. Okay, let me repeat that. So basically, Walmart, right? This is the daily chart. Walmart's kind of been this upward channel here. I'm not going to draw it I mean, I guess I could expand this a little more, you know, to fit my bias, whatever you want to call it. But all right, so again, we were kind of in this upward channel for a while. There's gonna be a point to this, fam. I'm not just starting with Walmart for no reason, but huge gap down. May or may not fill that gap before further down. But Walmart, again, as a budget discount consumer spending retail store, is always a good sign where the markets are going, where the economy is going. At the beginning of this stream, whether you caught it or not, I was going through kind of like these huge sell signals on the monthly, right? And the sell signals, fam, have important kind of time frames. So We have 2002, 2008, 2014. We had a sell signal on Walmart, and we have a sell signal now on the monthly Walmart chart. Okay, so if you guys don't know, March of 2002. If we go over here to the S&P, I have no, I'm going to use this chart here. You go over here to the S&P, fam, and go over here to 2002. Problem, deal. Oh, sorry, it was the chart is March 2002, where we are. Okay, so March 2002, S&P was right about here. So we had already dropped a significant amount. We had 50% of our drop before the lows here of the .com bubble. Walmart did not show signs really of the economy deteriorating till then. And believe it or not, the economy would have probably continued to deteriorate had the United States not entered a war with Afghanistan and Iraq. Okay, so, but we're not going to go into too much of this details. Point is, this is right when Walmart started showing weakness, right? The next point Walmart started showing weakness, fam, was September 2008. Okay, so this is actually a really good one too, in my opinion. So here's March, May, June, July, August, September 2008. So Walmart, believe it or not, was showing this weakness, right? Consumer spending weakness. We're not talking about just every consumer, fam. We're talking about the bottom of the barrel, the bottom of the totem pole consumer in the United States. Arguably the strongest economy in the world, okay? So we had this weakness here in September 2008. That was followed by here, that's September 2008. Look, we had a sign right there. We had this huge significant drop in the stock market. That was when Madoff was going down and all this stuff. But again, September 2008, we had some signs from Walmart, all right? And the reason I'm showing Walmart is because the smart money pays attention to Walmart. They do. The reason they pay attention to Walmart is they see this. They're already selling here at September 2008. They're already selling here before the last significant drop down here. You see this? This is still another 50% drop from here to here. Okay, so the reason I'm bringing a point here, right? In November 2014. Okay, we'll go over there just as a November 2014. That would be right around here. Look, right? Ended up getting a bottom right after. So this was Walmart the last time, and now we have a sell signal on Walmart again, clean as day monthly. And the reason I'm going to show this, I'm going to get rid of the line here, fam. Clean as day monthly. Not only did the Walmart have that clean monthly, but we also had, look, what is that, fam? That's a rising wedge. Okay, so we had this nice rising wedge. Already broke down that small time frame daily channel. It looks like we're already breaking down that channel. Again, we could still backfill this, but they may just leave this gap up here for a year or two. I mean, they could literally leave this gap up here a while. They could fill it. They may not. But the point being, fam, is Walmart has given a sell signal. This is very, very important for the grand scheme of things. Okay, we're talking about the global markets right now. Stocks are very important to pay attention to. If you think that crypto is somehow immune to the elements of the globe, the recession elements, the credit credit crunch, right? There's going to be people are not going to be able to go get loans. They're not going to be able to get 0% loans, 1% loans anymore. These loans are now 6, 7, 8%. Whether you're getting a mortgage, where you're just going to get a private loan for yourself to pay off some debt. Point being is the times have changed. Economically, the times have changed. Okay. So if you go over here, we had a 1-2 back-to-back sell signal. This right here, inverted hammer. And then we had a, look, 1-2, 0 volatility. Basically, that tells me there's a huge move coming. And you can just see with the bearish divergence here on RSI, this is a monthly time frame. This one right here would have been the sell signal. This actually right here would have been a buy signal. So it was actually a buy signal followed by a sell signal. Into confirmation, we are expanding down. That's what this is. We're expanding. We started expanding out of the 0 volatility candle on Walmart down. All right. Getting to a point. We're going to go back to Bitcoin. All right. And the reason we're going to go back to Bitcoin, again, I think it's really important to understand where we are. Right. So here we are. Bitcoin, we had the weekly close yesterday. Very important, I'd say. Seeing a little bounce across across the markets right now, crypto especially. But here's the weekly levels, fam. All right, they failed to close over this weekly. That's fine. They can still wick above and close this week under this weekly level. All right. It was a green weekly candle. We've had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weekly candles that have been green. We also had a 3-day that closed yesterday on Bitcoin, and the 3-day Bitcoin. Oh, sorry, we did not have a 3-day close. We had a 3-day close on Friday. That was pretty bearish. You can see this top wick, and now we have a 3-day today with 9 hours left, and it's got low volatility. Not for sure. It doesn't mean it's a. It's too early to say whether this is going to come back down with 9 hours left. It is a 3-day candle. This is low volatility. In 9 hours, this volatility candle could expand up and turn into a God candle that goes to $42,000. So the 3 days a little bit hard to read. All right. We have a daily here being absorbed. We also kind of have, and I say kind of because Bitcoin doesn't really have the cleanest look for this head and shoulders, but the alts do, right? So we have kind of a possible, and I say that because I think it's important to keep, all possibilities on the table. But they have a possible head and shoulders here for Bitcoin. Not really the cleanest, but a lot of the alts are showing this head and shoulders, and therefore I favored going down on Bitcoin because the alts are showing head and shoulders. Go to Solana here, right? Got a significant bounce. Solana, all right, we got a left shoulder that was a head and shoulders pattern, broke down, played that pretty well. And now we have go ahead and move this here, right? A kind of larger head and shoulders possible. And I say this, it's just possible that we have a head and shoulders here playing out. Do note, fam, Solana has held this meme line for what seems like forever. It's been holding this meme line since $23. We are still holding the meme line right now. Pretty significant, I would say. But also, I think it's more important here, and I'm going to go ahead and remove everything here now, right? I think it's more important to look at the EMAs and MAs, all right? So we've had this 4-hour trend on Bitcoin, sorry, not Bitcoin, Solana, since they crossed it bullish at $22. We had gone long here at the cross of the bullish. It has yet to cross bearish. They haven't even had them touch until, well, they're getting pretty damn close up here, right? We're getting pretty close to them touching. The trend is getting tight. It is changing. Again, we're seeing a bounce across Bitcoin. And it does seem like to me, right? I see Bitcoin bounce. We bounced from 37.7 this morning. Or sorry, 36 point. Where did this wick go down to? Yeah, 36.7 this morning, right? It bounced, pumped, and Solana hasn't done anything. Okay, 4-hour candle in Solana, 4-hour candle in Bitcoin. So I'm thinking, well, what's going on? Again, I'm not in a Bitcoin short. I want to make that clear. I'm not in a Bitcoin short. I took a Solana and a Matic short, and I'll get to that in a second. Why I took the shorts. I see Bitcoin has strength and Solana doesn't. It's the first time in weeks, and we've had this situation. I've been carefully watching the Solana Ethereum chart, and as you can see here, right, this 4-hour trend that we had all the way since $22 on Solana, well, we are really at risk of losing it here on the Sol Ethereum chart. Bam. This is the Sol Ethereum chart. This, you may think I'm crazy for charting this, but man, look at the monthly. I mean, you're wondering why Ethereum hasn't pumped. That's why, right? That's why. This is when Ethereum will be $0 and it's completely flipped by Solana. Now this is a joke. I do put this in my Sol Ether chart because I'm a huge Solana guy. But you see, we hit this monthly resistance here, right there. Boom. We're under that monthly resistance. Really have hit a true resistance on Solana Ethereum, and even more so, we have volatility. Oh, I guess not. We don't have the volatility. I have it on the. I'm not going to show it. All right. But more importantly, right, we do have the trend changing on the 4-hour. Solana is losing market value to Ethereum, right? We even have like another head and shoulders type pattern here that we were just talking about. That's also on the Solana chart. This is Solana Ethereum. And so as you can see, going to Ethereum, right? Significantly different than Solana. I see Ethereum bouncing right now. Bitcoin is bouncing right now, right? Bitcoin's going to probably go, well, where do you think it would go? Well, that's a good question. I honestly think it could go to the 38.6, 38.7. Doesn't really matter to me. Again, I'm in weak alts, and that's Solana, and Matic is also showing weakness. And I'll go over that in a second. Although Matic has a little bit more strength than Solana as we speak. So, go to try to find a chart here. All right, so get rid of this. Get this, all right, and then so we could have a possible. And I put this, this is just possibilities. So go over here. I get my 3 drive pattern. And so basically, if you don't know what a 3 drive pattern is, fam, it's where basically kind of it makes a higher high and a higher low 3 times. And it looks something like this, basically. You just got to kind of line it up. It's all 1.7, and then this comes back down. That's your sell. So not really clean on this chart, fam. I'm not gonna lie. Not the cleanest 3 drive pattern. We actually saw a nice 3 drive pattern, and these tend to make rising wedges, fam. You see this? I want to show that this 3 drive pattern that looks pretty ugly here ends up making a rising wedge, right? So if we had a target up here, I believe my target gets up to about 3.7, 3.6. You put this at the last wave, that's going to be right around there. Make it fit my bias a little bit more. Copy 1.7 angle. Regardless, we're going to get up here. This is another resistance. Could wick up here and still get down below that weekly level. So we could wick up, get above that 37.6 weekly that I marked right here that we did not get above yesterday. Could easily get wick up and then come back down this week. Right now, there's a shift in alts. We're seeing distribution in alts. So Bitcoin is ranging. It has been ranging for this. This is range lows right here, right? Range lows, range highs equal right here. I can get rid of, just go ahead and clean up this chart real quick to show you this nice clean range. But look, range highs, right? And then we got our range lows right here. All right, that's our range. We're in this range, and all Bitcoin's been doing while it's in this range is moving money around between alts. All right, so some alts have been popping off, some alts have been slowing down, seeing a little bit of retracements, excuse me. Obviously, fam, we know that Solana has been one of the strongest alts. So I've been using Solana as my reference towards Bitcoin. Now, again, going back to this point about 5 minutes ago, Bitcoin dropped down to 36.7. We're just going to round it. Just wicked down to 36.7 like an hour ago. Okay? I'm going to show that. Look at that. There it is. All right? Wicked down 36.7. And then we came up. Solana in that time did nothing. This is definitely not bullish. It didn't even engulf the previous down candle. All right, we did bounce. That's great. But again, Bitcoin bounced a significant amount. Solana didn't. All right. What does Ethereum look like? Ethereum looks like Bitcoin. So now we've watched over the last 6 weeks, possibly longer, we've watched Solana and Ethereum mirror each other. Right? Solana goes up, Bitcoin follows. Bitcoin goes up, Solana follows. Right? Now what we're seeing is Solana's not following Bitcoin anymore, and Bitcoin's still ranging. Okay? Going back to that Bitcoin chart, that Bitcoin range, right? Bitcoin's in this range, and Solana's no longer following it. Well, again, we're seeing this kind of shift, fam, in the coins, in that market. We're seeing this shift. Here's the shift happening. It's right here, Solana Ethereum chart. They're going to finally get their Ethereum pump, go to $2,400. I will say this. if you're going to get into the Ethereum trade, I would wait to see if Bitcoin goes down and holds that 37.1. We just lost it. It wicked up, hit resistance at 37.5 again, came back down. You want to see Bitcoin, at least on this hourly, you would like to see, realistically, Bitcoin get down here, wick this to go up higher. But again, I'm not playing Bitcoin. Bitcoin's in a range. If now Bitcoin gets up here or deviates above this high, I'm going to play Bitcoin. If Bitcoin gets down below this range, I'm going to play Bitcoin. Right now, the trades that are benefiting me the most are alts, and like Solana. We're seeing this clear weakness in Solana. Let's go to Solana and talk about Solana a little bit more. Not only do we see this just crazy, like this is just nuts. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 3, 13, 4, 15,000 3-day green candles, it seems like. We've had 15,000 green day candles on Solana. Now, we've had about 15, 3 days. Okay, that's a significant amount. We're talking about 45 days of up only on Solana. We're seeing some resistance here. It's a clear resistance zone. All right. This is the resistance that we're seeing. Right here, you have a nice little 3-day order block. Kind of the hit, right? And that's the resistance we're seeing. Now, respectfully, this still does not look bearish, okay? But I have the volatility indicator that tends to show me where there's pivots, okay? So this last candle, this is technically a 3-day sell candle on the 3-day. We have this 3-day that is green for right now on Solana, but I'm almost certain that closes in 9 hours. This 3-day candle closes in 9 hours. I'm almost certain this is going to turn over red. I look at Sol Ethereum. Ethereum's now looking strong compared to Sol. It finally is getting there. I've tried to long it a couple times and it hasn't worked, but you can see here, here's the 4-hour trend on Solana. Okay, it's very, very tight, right? Very, very tight. But Solana Ethereum is already losing that trend. See that? We have Solana Ethereum is tipping us off that we're more than likely going to lose this trend on Solana. Because when Sol Ethereum does this, starts losing the same trend that Solana has, then you know, okay, well, where's the money? Money's flowing out of Solana back into Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin's flowing, pumping in and ranging, basically. It will dump, pull some market cap from Solana, and then it'll pump, put it into Ethereum. Dump Solana, pump Ethereum. Dump Solana, pump Ethereum. Bitcoin range, Solana goes down, Ethereum goes up. Been waiting a long time for this, fam, and it's not, you know, timing is the most important thing in this game. It's not easy to time this market whatsoever. It's not easy to time the market when it's not ranging. All right, so Solana has not ranged. All right, Bitcoin has found a nice range. All right, between 35K ish and 38K, right? 35, 38K, Bitcoin's got a range. Solana has not had that range. What about Bitcoin this week? I just said that, Deathly, I was talking about Bitcoin. I was just saying that Bitcoin could wick up, but right now I see it ranging. I see Bitcoin ranging, all right? I'm not playing Bitcoin until we're near range highs or we're near range lows. That's it. I don't think there's any advantage in playing Bitcoin right here smack in the middle of a really tight range on Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin, you don't know, Bitcoin is playing this range right now. Literally, it's like this is not fun. I'm not playing that. I'm not trading this shit. This is Bitcoin range right now. There it is. Pretty clean. And until this breaks, I have no reason to trade Bitcoin. But you can look out, right? And you can look at some strength. Again, look at strength. Let's talk about strength. Go to Ethereum. See my argument here. 3-hour has a bullish cross, okay? So we lost the 3-hour trend here. We have a bull cross here. That's good for Ethereum. I don't like that there's strong volatility on this 3-hour to the downside, so I'm probably going to wait on Ethereum. What will I be looking for? What would be my trigger? Well, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the drawings. Let's look at the 3-day. I think the 3-day is important here. And you can see that we have Venus. A couple here. We have this breakout first off. All right. Nice little break. Channel. I can pull up the channel. It doesn't have to be perfect. We also have this crazy channel thing. These are just meme lines, fam. This is like, you know, real. I wouldn't call this real TA, but I would say respectfully that these lines tend to get respected pretty well. And you just see we're just kind of teetering on that channel, top of the channel. Not interested right here. But let's say Solana starts gaining some momentum. All right, Bitcoin's getting to range highs, or Bitcoin just continues to range in this tight little range. You get above this line, you can see it's very clean, right? 1 hour right here. Get a 1 hour above 2040. Okay, I might be interested in taking a Ethereum long. But right now, we are at that range high. Just like Bitcoin's at that range high, you can see. And I'm just not interested in taking the Ethereum long now. But again, you go over here to Solana. Solana showing weakness with Ethereum. I like that short. I took a Matic short as well. All right, and I'm going to talk about what I saw on Matic. Thought Matic was, this is how we played the long, by the way, fam. If you guys were here a couple weeks ago when I was shitting the bed on most trades, that long on Matic played very well. All right, so I saw this over the weekend before we made this little pop up, but Matic also had that head and shoulders. All right, nice clean head and shoulders. I like this. These tend to play in crypto. Head and shoulders play. They do. So Matic hit my target of 93 cents. That was my minimum TP there. Hit that 93 cents. You can see how we're floating underneath it. Almost hit the 99, which was my final TP. Anyways, point is we've hit that resistance area. Have what looks like to me a little bit of a head and shoulder pattern here on Matic. If Bitcoin continues to range, this tighter range, could definitely see Matic continuing to dump. I'm probably right about an entry right now, so not too concerned with it at the moment. Do note, fam, on Matic though, right? And go. The lost the 4 hour trend here, which is pretty significant, I would say. But this candle, if this 4 hour candle closes green, I might bail on green with body, should I say. So if it's green flat, not too worried. This has green with body. I might be closing this short. Reason for is we have the reason is because we have this 4 hour 21 EMA. They were able to get that back during the weekend, not directly. But you can see that there's really no reason to worry about the Matic short at this moment because we are under resistance. Now, if they roll it back 47 minutes, Bitcoin closes a little bit higher, which looks like it's trying to do. Probably get out of the Matic short, but I definitely like the Solana short. I don't think, in my opinion, it looks like Ethereum's going to pop, and you're seeing it. We're seeing they're trying to push that 1 hour. Look at that. There it is. There's the strength. All right, so they're trying to pump Ethereum right now. It does look like Ethereum's gonna go off. I do like the Ethereum long, fam. I do like the Ethereum long, fam. If we get a 1 hour over 20, that's worth it. Put your stop loss at 20. Get over 20. But don't know if you want to phone now. It does look solid. I mean, look at it. Down. Ethereum's Solana flowing into Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum looks like it's popping off. Again, they have this bull cross. This bull cross tends to send us up. And Matic too. Look at this. It doesn't have the bull cross, but we are getting tight here, squeezing. I think this 4 hour is going to be really important for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Look at that 8 hour Matic. Low volatility. Bitcoin has, you know, that's pretty bullish 8 hour right here. Bitcoin, I'd argue. It does look like we're going to grab that liquidity above range highs, 38K, above 38K. But it would make a nice rising wedge. Damn. Like realistically. Any other alts, fam? Morning, mobile. Life scam. It's all right. There's a VOD, my man. Go to my portfolio. I was wrong. Go to my profile. See this afterwards. Watch it afterwards. Right now, Bitcoin's having a hard time breaking that 47.4. It does look like it's ranging. It's trying. Link, yeah, let's look at Link. That's good. That's a good good choice. Look at the weekly. Link looks bullish, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Link looks bullish. I look at this chart, all right? I look at this chart, and I'm gonna explain why I think it's bullish. I look at this chart, and obviously we had like this huge, large accumulation down here. At the time of this break of the accumulation, I was bearish on Bitcoin, and I would be lying to tell you that I thought this would be a fake breakout. I definitely thought it was going to be a fake breakout. We had a deviation of low here, but as far as wick-off schematics go, this is a very accumulation-like pattern. Accumulation, accumulation, accumulation. They go for the spring. That's what this is called. They sprung it. They retested the bottom of the range, and they broke out. Now, I look at this weekly close, right? And if you don't know anything about TA, the only thing that makes a high volume pocket, right? One of these nodes. So you can use a VPVR, fam. That's what you can use too. The only thing that makes these huge nodes is large price action over this point, right? So what happens, you tend to see this is a node right here, right? We were accumulated for so long, this huge node. This node is support. You go over here, the VPVR, and see that we have a little bit of resistance right here. So we're kind of in a tough place. Ask me for Link, but I'd also argue that that it, you know, you can't say it looks bearish as well, right? Like, you can, I think that personally, I think Link looks bullish. I'm definitely leaning bullish. Again, if you know nothing about TA, you go over here, draw a pennant, convergence of price, this price point. As you can see, this previous weekly, we came down, tapped at that convergence of price. That looks like weekly support to me. We have a test here, weekly support right here confirmed, wick down. grab some liquidity. But look, weekly support, Link looks good. We also have strong volatility on Link to the upside. It's hard for me to believe, right? And again, I'm favoring being bullish. It's hard for me to believe that you spend 518 days in accumulation and we're only going to go to, hey, let's see our fibs. We're only going to go to the 0.5 retracement, right? 518 days of accumulation, and we're only going to stop at the 0.5 retracement. Now, again, they retested that weekly last time. We had some buy. We have strong volatility in the Link while it's going up, all right? I would probably be looking for longs on Link. Not going to lie. You can see even maybe a possible flag looking thing here. We're maybe breaking out of, probably break it down to some lower time frames. You know, these are the things you're going to want to check for are EMAs and MAs. Like, what are our EMAs and MAs doing? 4 hour has a possible bull cross here. 4 hour were to close like this on Link. This bullish cross will send us up to the highs, if not higher. I think my final target for Link has got to be the golden pocket of 21.20. Again, I don't see any reason why you would short Link right here, right. I just don't. It doesn't have the same. Doesn't have the same price action as like Solana. Solana broke out. It's been breaking out. It's been breaking out every week since the beginning of September, mid-September, right? Solana's just been up only. Link hasn't really been doing that. It did break out, but we had some, you know, look, we got some retracements here. Personally, I think Link looks a little bit healthier for a move up because it's had some of these pullbacks, right? One pullback, you know, this was a consolidation below the 382. Then you have this pullback right here. 3-day looks really good. You know, I would say we're under resistance, right? We're under that 1541 kind of resistance, but maybe just wait. We'll wait till you get a break above the 17 or just wait for the 3-day close today on Link. But Link looks good. I mean, I would argue that doesn't look like it's done. You know, this 4 hour cross, 37 minutes is going to be really important to see how that looks. But it doesn't look done. You know, broke out again. Beam line broke out. Hold on a second. Thought about something. Okay, so look, this is a little concerning. I will say on Link. On the low time frames, Link is testing or underneath that golden pocket. Actually, it's holding the golden pocket, I'd argue. All right, so top, bottom, tracement. Here's the golden pocket. We consolidated underneath. Looks like we're trying to fight that trend, right? And we're holding the golden pocket. Again, Link looks good. I really can't find a good argument to short Link here. We're floating above the golden pocket. I'd say if we start losing, now let's go. This is kind of dumb too. Don't always have to do this, and this doesn't always work. But you start losing this 5-minute trend, which we just regained on Link. Maybe you can start talking about, maybe lose these lows, or start talking about looking for a short. But right now, you know, it's trying to break and consolidate above the golden pocket on that 3 hour, 4 hour golden pocket. And the retracement after a 520 plus day accumulation has only going to the 0.5. I do think Link's got some more upside. I would just wait to see if Bitcoin breaks the range high. Wait for a solid close here. Currently, with the current wicks right here under, you look at this. You can see this. For clear resistance. Currently, with these wicks right here, I'm not going to long it there as bullish as it looks. Right? I'm not going to long it at resistance, even though it looks bullish. It does look bullish though. Doubts about it. I will say this, right? So as good as that weekly volatility looks, this could be expanding down, so this could be sell pressure. Again, it Link's kind of at that resistance. I'd really like for us to break some 1 hours above 1541 before I'm long on Link. Ethereum. Okay, let's go back to Ethereum real quick. I think this is the one we got to really pay attention to. I I think this is the one we got to pay attention to. Break out this channel here, fam. You know, bull, a little bit of a bull flag looking thing. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, you could argue it's a bull flag because we got a down channel, but again, you get this. There's the one to watch. You get a break above 2040. I think I'm gonna shoot for a long stop loss. Also has the bullish cross. That could Bitcoin failing to break this for now. Again, we're in this tight range. Let's get some more alts. Bam. Let's get some more alts. I want to talk about Pepe. The reason we're going to talk about Pepe, fam, is because these coins tend to, like, let's say we get a volatile move in Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin drops 20, bumps 20%. That's a pretty strong move for Bitcoin. These tend to like 3x that. Get like a 60% move. Now, irony here is just like a lot of other charts I've showed today. Solana, Matic. Well, look at that, fam. Pepe has a head and shoulder type pattern with a kind of goes to my argument that Bitcoin's going to need a range with a right shoulder that's incomplete. So Matic had this. And when I posted it on or in the disc. Matic looked like this. Barely tapped my interest. So I took it earlier. Matic, head and shoulders. Prior doesn't look. Matic daily head and shoulders, right? Landed neckline, signature head and shoulders. When I saw the head and shoulders in fam, this is what it looked like. I was like, all right, hey, look, this is a head and shoulders. You'll have to build that right shoulder. I'm gonna exit this and see, look, this is the very similar in with Pepe, right? Right shoulder. Wait for the 5 zeros and 13 to hit, right? Going to match this wick, get up there. I think that's a good short opportunity. Stops at the highs for Pepe, and definitely gonna be TPing right here. You got a nice order block, daily order block here. But more importantly, we have an untested kind of area down here. Again, if you got a nuke, see a nuke coming, definitely going to throw a little bit of change at the 1000x perps. Yeah, we could definitely come back down here. Come back down this. I'd argue this wick wasn't even low enough. They front ran this. So yeah, I'm watching things like Pepe. I think a lot of these coins that are done, that are very aggressive coins, volatile coins. I mean, Solana has been very, very volatile. Those are the ones you want to play. Solana still dumping, right? Solana 3-day, right? Getting smaller. Solana 3-day, really strong volatility. Solana had a red 3-day 2 days ago, so see how we close. 2-day Solana. Let's check out Inch. Inch actually had very similar setup as all these other ones. All right, so let's clean this chart up. I'm going to look at important factors, right? So retracement on Inch. Getting tight, right? Inch is getting tight. I'd argue, right, that's bearish. So top, bottom, golden pocket. Break the golden pocket, we're going to see new highs. Inch, though, has a nice exity happening to it, right? A little consolidation, a little pennant being built here. So even though we're at this golden pocket, this was likely the golden pocket of this retracement. You know, I wouldn't long here on it. Hinge is a larger consolidation. Doesn't have the head and shoulders as like we're seeing a lot across the board on some of these coins. But Hinge is definitely one I want to be watching, more bullish in the macro sense, being like I want to see a big dip on Hinge, accumulate lower. If you're gonna look for some type of accumulation on Hinge, again, I can't. You gotta accumulate that boy. If you're looking for some type of accumulation, this is the level right here. Anything in the box, low $11, $12, buy Hinge. Got a lot of air down below, and I'd argue that this candle isn't that bearish, right? Small body, not a hanging man. It's got a lot of top wick, got some bottom wick. Didn't engulf the previous weekly candle. It's very possible that you see this consolidation here on Hinge, and this week a breakout of going higher. Even though we have all that thin air on Hinge below, this consolidation is going to end at some point. When it ends, we're going to have some type of break and consolidation around probably by Thursday, right? Next week. Okay. So this week it could happen. This breakout could happen out sooner, but we can expect this consolidation on Hinge to break out by Thursday, by the end of the month. All right. I want to show one more thing on Bitcoin because I don't want to forget these thoughts. I have these thoughts. All right. I'm going to show two things on Bitcoin. This is really what I'm watching. This is very important, and people need to understand this. All about time, fam. All right. We are arguably, and I'm going to put the line. I'm going to put the line. Line's more important. We are arguably at an important point in Bitcoin. Have the halvening. I'm going to go put that date up. Have the halvening that happened this month right here. All right. And we have this monthly candle. Okay. Everyone see the monthly candle. Going back to Walmart. I got to do the Walmart, fam. This is where Walmart comes back. We're doing our full cycle. Scam Chad, you're going to go want to watch the VOD. Me talk about Walmart at the beginning of the stream because it's very, very important. All right. Walmart, I was talking about how it marks important times in history where we've seen recessions, where we've seen a bigger dip in the Walmart tops, and we almost immediately see an aggressive dip in the stock market. That's because smart money knows when the broke ain't spending and the broke of the brokest of the brokest. When Walmart earnings aren't going up, Amazon earnings start slumping. That is a huge signal that we are going into some troubled economic time. Saw that with Walmart. They had low earnings. Here's the monthly volatility, right? And this is going to be my point. I'm not going to go back, Scam Chad, to that whole point I talked about at the beginning. Please go check out the VOD. It's a really good kind of history lesson. I put up all the marks of the tops of Walmart. And I kind of showed where we were in history. We had the dot-com bubble. Walmart was bearish before Madoff went under September. So if you had sold on the bearish top of Walmart, you got out of the stock market in 2008 before Madoff crash. And now we're obviously seeing that now. Double zero volatility right here on Walmart, right? This is non-directional unless you know how to look at the candles. I see this candle is a sell signal with zero volatility. This candle is a buy signal. So the buy signal actually worked. It longed the bottom last month on Walmart. And then you see zero volatility here. That's a sell signal. So all you had to do was short the pump this month, right? And you can see an expansion, all right? 1, 2 expansion. Zero volatility is a pivot. Expansion now, we're seeing it down. Even on lower time frames, you can see that we lost even a larger, kind of see how we lost this 4-hour channel. And it looks heavy right here. We even retested today. We retested the 4-hour channel today. Boom, retested, and now we're holding the rising wedge, right? Getting to the point, fam. I promise. All right. So look, talk about volatility. Here it is, and if Wilkes is watching this, he knows where I'm going. All right. So Walmart zero volatility, pivot, sell signal. We went over it. Bitcoin, and this is what I was screaming last month. Uh-oh. What the fuck is this? Bitcoin has a 1-2 punch. All right. That's a sell signal on the zero volatility. And we have zero volatility on this monthly. We have back-to-back sell signals, followed by a Walmart dump, which has marked a significant turning point. We have seen, and I'm going to go back. I have to do this. I might as well do it. We have seen corrections of go through time. Every time Walmart pumps, we're going to go match it with the S&P real quick. This is the stock market, fam. Stock market. Right? So Walmart peaked here. We saw a, and I went over this earlier. I don't have to point it out. It peaked in March 2002. We saw within, after that month, after the month, this is the month. Look at this right here. Look at the candle on the S&P in the .com bubble. March 2002. This candle was when Walmart topped. March 2002, right? It topped. Correction. Sell signal, right? Topped, correction. That marked a 33% dip within 5-6 months on the S&P. Okay? Let's keep going. September. Hey. All right? We won't even count this ugly candle. We saw a 40% drop in the market. Walmart topped. Okay? Keep going. December 2014. That will be right here. Boom. Okay? We ended up seeing, at that point, a 12% drop. All right? I would argue we had 0% rates. This is pretty mild for that previous time. And now we're seeing, again, another top on Walmart. Here's the S&P looking chat as fuck this month on very low volatility. I wouldn't say it's extremely low volatility. And people are just pretending like nothing's wrong. Smart money will sell, fam. It is followed up. It's truth. So here we are, Walmart monthly, the same signature. It's the same signature Bitcoin's given, fam. And you can't even make this up. Now we have monthly. All right, well, where did Bitcoin close last monthly? It closed under resistance. That's right. In October, we closed under resistance. Now, what can happen is the following month, we can wick up. We have 10 days and 9 hours left on this. Let's say Bitcoin closes above that. All right, perfect. Look for a retest at 35K. Long the retest. 34, 35K. We close a monthly and going into December over 35K with significance. So let's say it's 36K. You know, like anywhere over that monthly pivot, you damn right I'm gonna be looking for longs at 34, 35K. Now, let's say if it turns upside down. And that means that wick went above monthly resistance. We never closed the monthly above it. And that would put us at the next big pivot, which is going to be right here at 29K. All right. 29K, if you guys don't know, is a yearly open. Very important. Regards to TA. This would be the next. Again, we're saying theoretically, we don't close this monthly above 35K. If this was all a deviation, if we spend the next 8 days out of the 10 days left in this month up here distributing alts, and then we start tanking a couple days before the monthly close and we tank under 35K, you damn right, fam, we're going to be seeing much lower. All right. So I think for me, I would just prefer if we held the 35K, we could continue Again, we can continue up only for Link, right? Link, let's go back to Link. We can up only for Link, which looks pretty good. Not so much anymore on this 4 hour, but you know, breakout here still has a larger retracement. We could get up that golden pocket $21, right? I would love for us just to hold the level. I think that's an easier play, but it should be noted, such a clean head and shoulder. I mean, like textbook. Let's say it doesn't hold. We're not gonna be all the right. Kind of a rising wave. But again, we close under 35K, fam. It's short, 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 short all day. And right now, the market, crypto market, we'll say, doesn't really have much news to go off of. I mean, what are we waiting for now? Are we gonna go up only until February? Caspa? You mean Costa? Is Caspa a coin? Kaz. All right, so I'm assuming I have something. Kaz has a sell signal on the 4 hour. Okay. I would not long. So right now I see Kaz has weak volatility on a very small bodied green candle. The next 4 hour will more than likely be red. Now, if this with 18 minutes left, we have 18 minutes. They can clean this up. If this volatility expands up, this body expands up, and let's say we engulf the previous 4 hour, then I would long Kaz. That means you'd have to close over that line in 18 minutes. And this volatility has to kick up, which may happen. Have 18 minutes. That's a lot of time, crypto world. But theoretically, this is a sell signal. That's weakness on this 4 hour. What I call a dead cat. It tends to be, and like, look, here's a dead cat over here. But look, here's the difference between this dead cat. Look at this. All body, low volatility. Look at all that body. All body, low volatility. Low body. Didn't, off of a really strong downtrend, off of losing a little bit of a meme line here, you could argue. Yeah, no, I wouldn't long Kaz. I would short it here. Definitely short it. It is holding a support. Wouldn't recommend shorting a kind of support that it's holding here, but this volatility pretty much says it all. We could compress more into the next 4 hour candle, and then we kind of climb up over this. And I'd wait until 14 cents breaks and get like a change in structure. But if you go down here to probably the lower time frames, you probably don't have that. Oh, here. Look at this. So funny. Look at this. This is a shit coin for you, right? Testwick. Look where that Testwick was. Graph. Look where that Testwick was. That Testwick, where we tapped, was at the mark I told you we have to close over. So look, they're trying to roll it back. Call it. So they go up here and they test this previous 4 hour open. That's what you kind of see on these lower time frames. Test that area liquidity. Now it's going to try to climb out. Again, we got time. Get next 15 or 16 minutes, get that 4 hour, 1 hour over here. Definitely in business. It's something to note too. Like it's breaking out a little bit. I do like this. I don't like this. I don't know. I'd wait for that 4 hour close though. Definitely wait for the 4 hour close. Could be a trap, but like this. Kaz is top 30 now. You guys want to see what Solana's done as far as dominance goes? It's a pretty problem. Sol dominant. So if you guys don't know, I was shilling Sol and Solana at the time. Look at all my it's my Solana dominance chart, fam. See this resistance kind of um anyway, Solana was less than 1% total market cap dominance, and now it's close. Put that in perspective. Well, we tapped 2%. To put that in perspective, Ethernet, Ethereum, Ethereum dominance is at 17%. I have high hopes for Solana. Solana is not even 2% of the market cap. Ethereum has a 17% market cap, a dominance in this market. 17% of the total market cap Ethereum has. Solana has less than 2%. So the upside, so much upside. Let's say Solana got to a 15% market cap. That from the current level, 6 or 10x from. You're not. Personally, I'm not buying right here. This is head and shoulders. I'm not buying right here. I do have a spot I want to buy, and of monthly charts, and I'll go over this. Probably the last thing I'll go over today, just because. Back out this. I threw my back out so hard, fam, that my legs, I collapsed. Like the craziest thing. It like spasmed all at once back, and then I'm currently sitting with a. Anyway, Solana. Talk about. Oh. Anyway, Solana monthly looks really good. Any opportunity you're buying below $45, I don't if ands or buts. This I would argue like anything below $48 is a buy opportunity for Solana, but this is a major buy zone for Solana. And let's say, right, this can't always expect these boxes to hold forever. Let's say we have a black swan, another pandemic, World War III starts, whatever the case is. Let's say that happens and we lose this box, fam. You're going to be targeting this box, right? This is a very clean box. And you're going to be buying basically, we got a black swan under $40, under $35, still under $40. We'll just say great buy for great buy. Highly recommend that buy. But first area I'll be buying is really Chad monthly. Bitcoin getting a little pump into the 4 hour now. Here. Bet you Ethereum's trying to. And yeah, Bitcoin's trying to go up for that top liquidity. Again, we're just ranging here. Take it easy, all right? People don't need to be aggressively shorting Bitcoin when it's just ranging. Play the alts. There's a lot of better plays out there, I think. Staying in my salon. Staying in my Addict's dropping a little. All right, I'm gonna call it. Mad love. Appreciate all you. Good. Funny. Glad you listened. Your biggest, and I tell this people all the time. Yo, Minch. Thank you. I tell people this all the time. Your best trade in crypto is buying spot down year. We're down most of this year. I didn't trade well Monday, January, February, March. Traded very well. Haven't traded that well in Q4. What has allowed me to be profitable? Up my investments into spot trades all year. So have some winners and losers trading. Trading isn't going well. Usually, as a trader who trades range, like most traders will tell you they trade better in a range. Up only market, well, I have my bag of spots. Anyways, mad love, appreciate all you. I'll be back Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I'll take care and